This is something I've been wanting to do since I originally got this device. The Korg PSS 50 is impossibly cumbersome to use, and programming it to do anything is just a waste of time. That being said, hooking it up to some ambient pedals, putting the tempo down nice and slow, and just letting it do its thing can make some really awesome and cool atonal results. The ending sounds are highly textural and very interesting, but are also very random. You can do a lot of tweaking and shaping of the sounds, but you really can't fully control them. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video here on the channel. My name is Patrick, also known as Necatus, and today we'll be recording my PSS 50 running through my microcosm pedal from Hologram Electronics. In music, it's nice to have some elements that are completely random and out of control. For this reason, I often incorporate field recordings and some room noise into a lot of my pieces. However, these are not the only ways you can do this. Many will work with collaborators, and the tension between two creators bouncing ideas off of each other can create some randomness that is interesting as well. Some will incorporate sampling to achieve this. Others will use generative AI, which is unacceptable in my opinion because of how these algorithms are unethically made. Also, they tend to rely too heavily on these AIs, and the human element of the creator's voice gets lost. There's also a lot of plugins you can use to introduce some randomness that is interesting. Another way to do this is to take an old piece of music equipment that is hard to control and just let it do its thing. The Korg PSS 50 is a good example of this. It does not work for you, you must work around it. Because of the stubbornness of this device, I immediately thought it would be really cool to use it as less of a main instrument and more as a texture creator. To do this, I thought the microcosm would be a perfect pair for the instrument. It will take the sounds this device creates and just wash them around and feed back the sounds into itself. The churning it drums up is extremely mechanical, but I mean mechanical in the physical way, like grinding gears sloppily chugging along to its own idiosyncrasies. The pitches warble around and the tempo is unstable. It creates a wave of movement, adding momentum. For this VST, I took all the sounds I recorded and used a granular spectrum tuner to give it more of a steady pitch. This will give me something more tonal from the more atonal recordings, allowing me to make a more bassy pad instrument from these recordings. There are 4 different sounds you can mix and match to create your own pad-like sounds from. The recordings are long with a lot of variation, and it's easy to get mesmerized by them. I decided not to loop the sounds because they are longer recordings. I've included a link in the bio of this video to a decent sample library on Gumroad that I've made using this instrument. If you make anything cool with this, please feel free to share with me, I would love to hear. If you have any suggestions for my next video, feel free to say so in the comments below. I hope you all get as much enjoyment from this as I have, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Best, Patrick.